Hello and welcome to the TC3 podcast. David, what does it mean?
The chlamydia threfticles.
Damn right it does.
There you go.
Right. On this podcast right here, we have myself, the voice you're hearing right now. My name is Jesus.
Right, listen here.
By right.
my God
Take
complex.
me to heaven.
Oh my God. My God complex is already showing through. I'm Cameron. Jude, introduce yourself.
Hi, Jude, as you just said.
Do better.
The only diversity of this group, there we go.
We need him. David, introduce yourself.
I hope that came through on mic. I'm the one with the Oedipus complex, so hide your fucking mom.
Oh my God.
No, wait, that's your...
I'm dying.
Hold the phone, that's your own mother.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word.
Let's backpedal on that.
Yep.
Nothing represents our real views.
I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, just pretend that never happened.
So, right, TC3 might require a little bit of an introduction. This is literally the first thing we're putting out. We only work to the highest quality of production, right? None of this.
Really, the only time we'll ever put out, if you think about it. Carry on.
You were right there, bro. You're going all fucking
Wow.
psychological on me.
I'm just saying you'll be a virgin forever.
Oh, damn right. But point being, content will be going.
It's just shit posting.
Yeah, basically. It's not going to be anything good. I don't know why you're here. I'm joking. Don't worry. It's going to be fantastic. Right, we're going to do great stuff. Okay, like on this episode, we've got some good stuff coming up for you with some great saucy stuff. All right, I've said the word stuff too many times.
We're doing our version of Would I Lie to You right now.
Are we?
Yeah, figure out if you can find the lie.
Would I lie to you? Yes. The lie is the fact that I'm still mentally stable. Anyway, oh my God.
It's like the biggest lie you've ever told.
Basically, here we give only the best of shit, right? You know, high quality turds. You know,
Yes.
the production quality is through the roof. We have put billions into making sure that this podcast goes through. We are literally now so far in debt from setting up this podcast. Like, the equipment we've bought in. How long can I keep this bit going?
As long as you want.
When I
As long
can
as you want.
shit kink joke about you, and I'm trying to figure out why my legs hurting. Just carry on with however long you want to go.
Right, okay. We've got like whole lighting rigs. We've got like proper sound stages.
We've got a blimp with our logo on it.
We've got a blimp.
And a truck to drive around the city.
Bags of cocaine.
In like black text on a white background. Just don't subscribe to us. It has no
Comic
branding on it.
Sans.
It just says don't subscribe. Not the Jack Sucks at Life channel, but just don't subscribe to us. Really, I think that sums up the whole thing we've got going on here. Okay, that's it for this episode. Why is my entire fucking leg hurting?
Have you tried just not having it hurt?
Honestly, I've tried not having legs. It's not what it's cracked up to be.
Just unscrews the leg. Alright, so
Just remove your leg, it's fine.
we do a bit of dumb
It
shit.
goes away instantly.
Like, for example, unscrewing the leg. We do a bit of dumb shit. You'll see later on in the episode what I mean by when I say we do a bit of dumb shit. Mostly me. Oops.
Yeah, it is mostly you.
Just if you're already concerned, don't worry. Alright, like, high production value we are. Don't worry. It's gonna be great.
I'm not on my phone right now, I swear.
It sounds like you're
I'm not reading off the entire script. This one.
Now,
I've got the book. I've got
put
points
this
for this.
typo here.
Flip the page. What do we say next? Subscribe. Like the video.
Jude is the who wrote this script?
On my only
Cameron
hands.
likes to be pissed on.
Oh,
Oh, God, it was Cameron that wrote this.
fuck off! I just don't.
And
We got the piss joke
has
in.
been held on video forever.
The fact
I'm just going to repeat Cameron likes to be pissed on for the last minute.
We need a piss counter.
I'm gonna
Give
put
them
discount.
discount. Okay.
Every time we just say it, it's gonna get added to the.
Oh god, no one say the word piss anymore. There's another one.
Just extra editing, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Dedication to the grind, alright.
I hate myself.
So, right. Good shit. What do we do? On the channel, you'll probably find like some good quality content. Only the best content. We only bring the best content
Of course.
for our viewers. Which, by the way, I don't know if you know this. I'll let you know a little secret. But any TC3 viewer has a 900% bigger penis than anyone else in the world. True fact.
Cameron, that's a lot coming from
AIDS
you.
blood in the punch bowl at summer break last year. So if you drank the punch last year, I'm sorry.
Did-
But please go to the doctor. You might have AIDS.
If there was punch,
Carry on.
it's when.
So basically,
Since
Jude's
last
penis is
year,
now
it was
9
the
millimeters rather than 1. Anyway, moving swiftly
Does
on.
AIDS make you drink?
Your math is so far right. You said 900. Wait, did you say 900 times 9%?
No.
It's like, he
100%.
says 9 millimeters to 1 millimeter. I think.
Yo, he's just doing ratios now.
I'm having a stroke.
Guys, math is not
Right, I
my
do A-level maths and I'm confused.
Okay, math is not mine and David's strong suit. I hope.
Your mum's my strongest suit.
Damn right she is. Wink.
Damn.
So, right, okay. We've wasted 6 minutes and 49 seconds doing jack shit here. This is the
literally
good shit.
talking about piss.
I don't know what you mean.
AIDS.
So should we get into the main chunk of the episode, or do we continue
Yeah, I'd
teasing
say
them?
so.
Do we
Yeah, why
like-
not?
Cameron is very into that.
Oh, fuck.
Cool, baby.
Oh, I just want them both to die. I've got them both at gunpoint,
Oh,
really,
we
to
are
record this podcast.
bullying. How the fucking long are your arms if you have us both on gunpoint in our own separate houses?
Very.
Terrifying.
He's just opened up 2 portals.
God.
That'd be fucking wicked. Sorry.
We're talking about beating up fucking religious leaders now.
What did this go into?
What?
I said imagine if your arms are long enough to slap God. Did none of you hear me say that?
No, I missed that.
I was too busy thinking about portals to shoot Jude. Not gonna lie.
That's a very
So, right, section 2. This is going to be such a good podcast. I can't wait for this.
yeah,
behind the scenes,
that we actually have slightly scripted, but carry on.
Oh,
I mean, what
what
script?
Like that.
Yeah, what's section 2, guys?
Hey guys, we're on page 17.
About.
Guys, can you clearly not see the light?
Sorry, hang on, which page?
17.
Which page?
I
can't find the
my
page.
hair there.
This page. This is so AIDS.
I just fucking pen at myself.
This is so AIDS. Okay. Composure.
Actually into this one now then.
You lied, this is entirely scripted.
Yeah.
That bit was in the script.
Every single goof down to a T we have scripted. We just know each other that.
This is our 69th take of all of this
The
shit.
sex number.
Whoa!
Next to up me
Whoa.
420.
Probably going to go from 69 to 420 in 2 episodes. That's incredible. That is incredible.
Episode 2 is never gonna happen, not because we're not gonna record it, but because we're just never gonna finish a recording.
Oh. So we're going to be recording episode
What if
1
episode
forever?
1 just lasts forever?
Yeah, we
Let's make it
just
the infinite podcast on.
Episode 1 is the
just runs whilst we sleep.
Yeah.
Can I get your
People
opinion on that,
probably
Jude?
Alright, gamers, we're clocking out for the night. I nearly fell off my chair. I leant back with like 2 mad falling off my chair. I thought the floor. Terrifying, I saw my life flash before my eyes. A death on a podcast would be like the sickest thing to get views.
Do it.
Imagine that.
Logan Paul did it IRL, so why can't we do it through audio means?
Oh, touchy subject. Anyway,
But then we could just script the apology, it's fine.
oh yeah, we'll script
We
everything
just kind of
else.
like dodge around the
Size.
subject, say sorry about
White
twice.
size, sits down on bed.
Deep sigh.
I really didn't want to make this video.
Don't forget the emotional lighting as well. You're missing the emotional
Yeah.
lighting. You like the kind of dim, kind of warm lighting.
You need to like plug your own channel midway through.
Deeper side.
I mean, I
Come
can't
on.
believe it's
No.
taken this long.
Go back. Deeper side.
I have
Can we get a little bit deeper?
That
Bro, you want deeper?
A little bit deeper.
and I can't believe it's taken it this long for me to get it out in the open. That
has-
has really do fart. And
He
I
has
can't go on more,
hemorrhoids.
like pretending it doesn't.
Oh.
We just cycled back around to shit posts.
When
It's
I
amazing.
throw it back,
This
it
has gotten
is
worse.
fat enough, and I am
Oh,
not.
damn it.
I own the fact I have a cake. Where the fuck did that come from?
You're just like possessed.
Oh my god, I got myself possessed on. I was gonna say
Possessed on a-
Fortnite. Where did that come
Oh my god, guys. I got
Possession
possessed
on podcast?
at 3
On
o'clock.
sexual?
Oh no. Oh no, I don't want to get sexual, you guys.
Oh, subscribe to the TC3 OnlyFans.
How did you know I was running the
We don't post nudes,
OnlyFans?
we just post like,
Feet pics. It's just
Oh,
feet
no.
pics.
oh hell yeah.
It's just photos of us with
Just
like...
thumbs up.
Like, the occasional thigh.
All of
Oh.
us three stood in suits looking down at the camera saying, "Good job, son, I hope you've had a good day at school today."
really emotionally
Thumbs
comforting
over.
photos.
Oh, damn.
I said, section
Okay, so
2.
a couple days ago, me and Cameron...
Oh,
this
God.
is the segue, fucking keep up.
Oh, right.
Me and Cameron, I wrote, Cameron helped with the script, and then I rewrote the rewrite, and then filmed, edited, and uploaded a very
This is
short
fucking
video
chaos.
called Free Day, which is a surreal, dark humor, visual brain fuck of a video that I didn't actually think was very funny when I wrote it. So then people started.
It turned out to be absolutely fucking
damn,
hilarious.
People find this funny, and now I have more.
It's
hope
dark
that
humour.
This generation would enjoy Jam, because that's what it's inspired by. So I really, you should watch it because what we're about to talk about is not going to make sense if you don't.
So to sum all that up for the literate viewers here,
Itch my grammatical was fine, thank you.
That wasn't. That wasn't.
what David is saying is that over on his channel, which is probably somewhere in the description at least, if not,
top
go
link
fucking find
every
it.
time.
Oh, fuck off!
Plug it now.
Every time.
Quick.
Plug it quick.
It's called
Ah.
Days. Search it and it will be hell because you can never find it. I'm talking into a cup.
So anyway, we released this video. It's called Free Day. It stars your boy. You know, great video. Bit depressing.
Yeah.
But I think we got together. What was it? Friday.
Yeah.
Friday. Yes. The
Yeah.
I don't know what day is it. Today's Monday.
So,
What date was it? Oh.
I wrote it. I wrote the script Thursday. I think from 12 in the morning or something because I woke up at a relatively good time that day. I wrote the script. Kind of thought, this is really, really short compared to what I thought it would be. Because I thought it would be 5 minutes long originally. I was hoping to get to 5 minutes. I wrote the script, sent it off to Cameron, and then tried to sit in Discord, but my Discord didn't work.
Yeah, right.
So,
Oh god, the
Ended up
fucking
being
Discord shenanigans.
analog, I'm so glad that's fixed itself. Being more analog texting route that we did.
Yes.
He sent in his revisions, I revised those revisions to, show more why things are what they are, but a lot of things in the end, I'd say, a good amount of the lines did get extended by Cameron, so I'm very thankful for it.
I think it was more just a lot of punchlines, or a lot of
Yeah.
bits were just here and
Yeah.
there.
A
to
lot
try and-
more veered away from, this isn't a bad thing, because I did feel very hesitant making this, a lot more that veered out of the realm of how Jam acts when it comes to punchlines, because a lot of them are very subtle to a fault. You sometimes can't tell am I meant to laugh there, so you came in, added things in that, were actually obvious that they were funny, so I thank you for that, because it wouldn't just fly over everyone's head like I thought it would.
I mean, that's the whole process of script writing. It was
Yeah.
a very, I wouldn't say it was very long, to be honest.
Nah.
The script isn't that long at all. Like it was
That's
mostly
not too bad.
stage directions. So
Yeah.
like the actual like voiceover revisions didn't take that long at all. It
No.
was just different ways of trying to convey the same bit or adding in a bit where like it kind of might have needed one, or just you know,
Yeah.
making it into a longer video than what it was.
Yeah, because it wouldn't have...
Yeah.
Because I'll give you a little behind-the-scenes secret here, but I don't know if you've picked up on yet, Cameron, but the
Ooh.
video is around like 75% slower than what was recorded. I just slowed down the regular video to try and give it that weird look. I wanted to make the audio sound really weird and like stretched out.
Yeah, no, I did notice that actually.
Yeah.
I noticed
Oh,
it
sick.
a little.
Yeah.
I won't lie,
Yeah,
a little
it was slowed down a lot more than what was recorded. The
I
dog...
noticed it straight away because Cameron's voice is never that sultry.
Yeah.
bit. Wait,
I
did
mean,
you slow down my
bruh.
voice?
The
Yes,
raw
yes, I
recording
did.
of that, he managed to get very sultry. Apart
Bro,
from
trust
this
me.
do be a test
Oh, this
Which I have
do be a
been saying-
test, dog.
for 3 days, non-stop, whenever anything happens. Oh, she do be eating though. It's plagued
Should we
me.
say?
I fucking hate you. It hurts.
Okay, so a bit of context, right? On that Friday we were filming. We filmed all of the scenes. We got all of the extra footage we'd need. We just went out, and in about an hour or so, we just clocked everything out. It was really fast.
It was very efficient.
We
Enjoyed
literally
it very much. Lot more work.
great time. I had a great time filming that, and I went back to David's house, and we was recording over the voice lines, and I had to test whether or not I could hear myself clearly in Audacity. So I recorded myself, and I said, "This do be a test, though."
Did it kill us? No particular reason.
We listened to it on repeat for about 5 minutes.
And the thing is, I'm
5
probably
minutes. Oh,
after
Jesus
this,
Christ.
after this podcast episode comes out, so look for this thing. I want to compile all the behind the scenes things together, and I can use voiceover from this to explain things in a bit more context. So you will hear that this do be a test though at some point. So watch every damn video.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You'll also hear a lot of the in between of that voice acting, because
That
there
fantastic.
was about 2 minutes of actual voice acting and about 4 minutes of us just fucking crying of laughter. It was
Yeah, no, that does not surprise me.
section.
there's a whole section in between where I can't get over the dog, and I'm trying to keep a straight face whilst talking about this dog. Oh, incredible.
Yeah, what the dog doing though?
What's the dog doing?
Well,
The
apparently
dog's
tried to
gonna
eat me.
maul me to death.
Oh yeah.
And then he wants to fuck the dog.
I didn't want to fuck the dog, I just said I might have better.
Yes, you
chance with the
did.
dog.
Whatever deep emotional contact you came out of that video with, whatever you came out of it was wrong, because the only undertones there was that man wanted to fuck that man.
Oh, the wasp.
The
That's
wasp
the only
was
correct
scary.
influence on that.
I watched it and came back and like when it was out on YouTube, I watched it as it was premiering and thought, God, I really wrote where I wanted to fuck the dog did now. And that's it. That's all that I take that video as now. As a man who gets upset that he can't have sex with the dog, and then
3-Day 2 coming out soon.
wasp. Oh boy, find it on porno.
This time featuring the Asian man. Yes.
Featuring the dog.
Oh no.
Beat the Asian man.
Just the dog's thoughts.
Woof, woof, woof.
I
This
really
is
hope that man does not come over here and try to initiate intercourse with me.
Arf.
Would be
Arf. Arf.
problematic, to say the least.
Maybe. No.
I think it's gone in, but I can't really feel it. It must not be that big.
I'm trying. No, great time recording that. It's incredible. The hardest part of
Yeah.
actually compiling that was finding the footage of the dog and the wasp. The wasp
Yeah.
especially. The wasp was awful.
The dog one was fine. I found like 4K HD 60 FPS footage of a dog barking.
Who the
In
fuck
it.
decided to just do that though? That's my
God
question.
knows. The only video of a wasp I could find was intense slow-mo, which is why it looks so shit quality. Like, we sat there for 10 minutes, getting kind of genuinely, I got kind of angry inside as to why no one had just uploaded a video for Wasp.
To be honest, when you uploaded the wasp part, it didn't look too bad.
That's
I
big.
don't think people would have really noticed.
Yeah.
It was like siphoned from like a shite video.
Yeah. It was siphoned. It was zoomed in. It had filters on it.
It was a 12-second 4x3, like 70 times slower than
Jesus.
real life video.
It was awful.
70 times? Oh my god, that's a
Something
pain in the
daft like
ass.
So we had to really butcher the resolution to get that like the way we wanted it to.
Just bring it. So it was my first time like fully editing anything in Premiere Pro, which was a funnish experience, I guess. Apart from when it took an hour to render
That was awful.
for a 2-minute video regularly.
Yeah, the rendering's always the worst.
Yeah, like every time I've done a little preview for Kill for those that listen to send to the Discord, 5 seconds.
It's just taken like 7 years.
That took. I could sit down, go eat food, go and walk outside, and then come back, and it started 5 minutes left by the time I checked.
Gotta say,
God.
like, I didn't know that park was there. To be honest, like, I was completely like I was being led to some dark alley as far as I was concerned, and then all of a sudden
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
just like,
2 seconds down.
That was the plan. That was the original plan, Karen. You just don't
Yeah.
realize.
I was gonna take.
all gonna be
down
staged in, like, a dark
the
alley.
head with a baseball bat.
3 day was just the guy getting.
There was
murdered.
gonna be no video. I just wanted to kill you.
Ah, right. Well, I mean, reasonable, I suppose.
No video, mass homicide.
So
Of course.
we get to this park, and I look at the first scene that I've got to do, and it's me walking into frame and falling over. And I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be fun. So I really dedicate myself to falling over, so much so that on one of the first takes, I fell over and hit my back.
No,
like,
on the first take.
was it the first take? I
Yeah.
fell over and hit
Oh,
my back so
Jesus.
hard that my glasses flew off of
Yeah.
my head.
I kind of walked over, saw he had no glasses, and I was like, "What's occurred here?" Then,
Honestly,
where have they
like,
gone? Oh.
I didn't try and.
You really sent it that hard that you're actually like.
He
fucked
threw
up.
it back that hard.
Trust me, I thought it might look nice to just like, you know, when like you just kind of put your arms out and drop.
Yeah.
But I didn't like roll down. I just went like completely
You
straight.
literally just landed directly on your back.
Yeah, winded
Yeah.
myself, got my
Fucking
glasses
hell.
off, and something a little bit later, which we'll
Yeah.
discuss in a minute.
No, very first shot, that happened.
Yeah, because then you told me that we might need to get a bit closer in frame, and it was
Yeah,
definitely
'cause-
worth it.
Yeah, Trundle looked closer, so Cam came closer to because I was stood on the edge of this field, which is the bit, thankfully, for the bit later up, no one goes on that part. It's right next to a play park and all the basketball courts. No one goes on the part we filmed. Cameron Trundle's up closer towards me. My shaky hands adjust the camera, and then we do the thing of him falling down, and then I think we do one of him getting up as well.
Yeah, whilst we
At
were
that
there.
point, because you're already on the ground.
Yeah.
And then it's time to film the bits where I'm kneeled over him. As you can quite clearly tell in the final video, I am the sunblock there because it was going to blind him.
Honestly, like we tried to record it the other way around, but I just could not open my eyes.
Nah.
Like, it was so bright.
I have, I was filming that entire time, like it was just your face reflected all the light back into the camera. It was just white.
Oh, it was
So I was
awful.
hunched over, back burning because I wore a black denim jacket like a twat.
Black and
Best
denim.
dress wear
And I
for
was
the
like-
fucking Sun's Day. Jesus.
And so Cameron was like, "Oh, if you get the script up on your phone, you can read out what the script will be, and I can react accordingly." And I was like, "That's a very good idea, thank you. Give me your phone then, so I can have both, and record on mine and read the script on yours."
I reached down into my pockets, and I'm like, oh, here it is. Oh.
But there it's not.
So
We'd lost Cameron's phone.
literally, I was only supposed to be down there for like an hour or so to shoot this video, and we just lost my phone. And at this point, like, you know, I'm trying to keep myself composed, but I am bricking.
I was sat there like, oh my god, Cameron's just come down to mine, he's lost his phone. What the fuck are we doing? Why is he so happy still?
I was so trying to maintain composure. Like, I was trying so hard, but inside I was
Did it very well.
I was freaking the
You were
fuck
like,
out.
It's password protected, all I've got is my broken credit card. And I was like, still!
I was just trying to downplay it in my head. I was like, oh no, please.
It's not that bad. It realises actually how bad it is.
So we walked up the 5 minutes from the park, back over the 2 bits we'd just recorded, where I think a family sat by the bus stop had just seen us do that, and then come back. We wait at the crossings, because of course the crossings are down, so that adds extra time to it. Get to mine, check around the seat where he sat down when he came downstairs, nothing there. Check back in my room, nothing there. Do you want to do one last sweep of the park? Yeah, sure. Just before we go back down to the park, still I'm bricking it, and just search around where the big dent in the grass was, that I've got a video of.
Oh yeah,
where he'd fallen, the grass patch. Go there, look at just both of us split up, going in entirely different directions. I'm filming, I think, like the entire thing, and then just as literally the second I'm about to suggest that we go back to mine to have one last look, I turn around.
Hang on. I'll reveal the little bit of an epiphany I had. That was probably an awful bump. We can cut that out. Yeah, I'll reveal the.
I don't feel like this is going like a really dumb fucking direction.
Yeah, trust me, it's incredible. I just had this massive like eureka moment, and I turned to David and I go, David, what? I go, I've got it. He goes, you got your phone? I go, no. I haven't. So I realised that I dropped before. I haven't dropped in the same place every time. I was a bit further back. So I'm looking around, and David's looking around down at the end of the park, and I just see this phone camera look up at me, and oh man, it was like every single worry. It was pure bliss. It was like incredible. I could have cried when I found it. I was like,
only then did your two brain cells connect and think, oh yeah, I dropped on the floor a couple times. It must be there.
Further back.
Well, because I dropped on the floor in a certain place, but the first time I did it, I was further back. So I kept on. So I did one further back, and then I did about 6 drops, a bit closer forwards, so that we could get a better shot of it. But I'd completely forgotten about the time I dropped further back, so I find it. And there's just this video of me holding my coat and my phone up like I've just won the World Cup or something.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating.
Both hands in the air. Yes!
I was so happy.
That's beautiful.
So relieved. Like, honestly, I don't know how I kept it together. We snapped my girlfriend for help, and I was like, check Snap Maps. Like, can you see me? And she was like, well, I can see your last location, but that was like an hour ago. And I was like, well, fuck.
That's like my house.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe it still is back at my house then, and it was like, oh, it's only when it goes on Snap does it update my location. I was like, fuck.
We had like a whole debate about what we should do, and then I found it, and then we recorded the shady scene where like David's covering my face because I could like even then. The sky was so bright, I was really struggling to keep my eyes open.
I did not envy you for that. I should have given you, never mind, I was going to say I should have given you my sunglasses, but we've got different prescriptions.
So, honestly, at that point, I didn't care. I just wanted to get this shooting over and done with, and just stop with my eyes being so overexposed. So I had David standing over me, this camera shoved in my face. Two phones, one camera shoved in my face, and I had David.
To quote you, it's like I'm having a very weird X-ray.
Oh yeah, yes, that's in the BTS as well.
Yeah. Standing.
I'm sat there and Dave's reading off the script. He's going like he's reading this out. So like. He'll tell me my stage directions and I'll react accordingly, and it's just messing up like my eyes, my glasses, and I didn't want to adjust my glasses, but they were just way off because of like continuity in that. I didn't want to like readjust my glasses so they fit better on my face, but like they're literally hanging off at the end
Honestly, you could have, because I repeated the same clip at least like 2 times.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care about continuity.
I mean, to me, like, you know, as a professional, you know, a stuntman that almost killed himself.
Of course.
As you know, the guy that the guy that fell over and almost lost his glasses, and then the guy that lost his phone whilst filming. Oh, what a mess! What a mess. We ended up going back to David's and filming the voiceover after that, and oh my god, it was so hard to keep composure for both of us. Like, I'm really emotive. Like, you won't be able to tell from my voice, but I love to display emotion. I love to, like,
I really
laugh.
am a happy person.
I am a happy person today. Same
what?
person. They say yeah. Like, you know, I'm really, like, quite joyful when it comes to it. And I was trying to record these lines whilst also keep a straight face. And half the lines I was just saying with this really restricted grimace on my face of, like, you know, I can't laugh. And, it was just, when we got to I was fine. I was doing so well up until we got to the bit where the main character starts to discuss the dog. And it was at the dog, I lost my shit, man. I couldn't, it took me about 4 tries to get that. It was
quite traumatic.
It was painful. Like, with a capital P. Oh, that really peaked.
Yeah, with a capital A, that looked very weird.
With a capital L at the end.
It's capital F.
Pain.
Wow. Our brains just synced. What is this?
It was definitely an ordeal. I remember I felt really bad because like, when it comes to editing, there's not really much you can do as a second person. Other than give, like... Go on, sorry.
I was just fine vibing and learning Premiere Pro. Because the editing bit, I was like... The whole reason that we started this podcast so early is because I'm itching to actually get back into doing content again. And I was fine just learning Premiere and editing that. Because, like, obviously, with something... Because I'm not very descriptive when it comes to how I want things to look. Like, God forbid anything ever happened to me and someone else had to carry on Kill for Those That Listen. They'd be fucked. If you look at them scripts, literally one of the sections in episode 7 goes something like, shooty shooty fun gun times, woo. And that's it. That's meant to describe what's happened for 1.5 minutes on screen.
Oh my god.
So I'm
Jesus
very...
Christ. There's like notes that only you could actually perceive properly.
Yeah. So, honestly, there was no way that you were meant to know what it was going to end up looking like, because...
I think that's on a similar level to my handwriting.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of
God, if I'd handwritten the script, no one would be able to read it.
I don't know, you hand drew that storyboard and it helped me understand.
Yeah, fair.
That's just because we all have shit handwriting.
Yeah.
I agree to that. My handwriting's awful. But I remember I just felt really bad because I can't really help much. Like, we can't split the workload between us at that point in time. So I was just kind of like, oh damn, I'm serving.
Still, getting advice from a good thing to do when it comes to the content related world is always get a second pair of eyes to look over whatever you're doing. Because
yeah, obviously.
I know for a fact that has helped me with everything I've done with Kill for Those That Listen so far. I've always sent off bits that I'm really happy with to the voice actors in our Discord and said, oh my god, I've done this, and I've always got feedback from them on what they think or what a scene could be. It just removes that thing of, oh yeah, I've made this, I'm really good. So having someone like you, Cam, sit next to me and go, ooh, maybe the gap there needs to be a bit longer, or maybe you could put this bit there instead of that, did help probably a lot more than you think it did.
Whoa, I'm useful, let's go.
Yeah.
Just so anyone watching this knows, I had no part in any of this aside from 10 seconds of watching Cameron write parts of the script.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Apart from that, none of my close friends knew I was doing it. no one, like, at my college knew I was doing it because I don't really talk about my YouTube stuff there much. No one apart from Cameron and a little bit Jude knew I was doing it until I just released it. 3 minutes of announcement on my Instagram saying, hey up, it's about to release at 9.
I've got to say, sorry to interrupt, but I've got to say the response to that Instagram post was incredible.
It's oh god. It's done, like, wonders for making me know that I actually want, that people actually like what we do. Damn.
I remember watching that video back and thinking, like, oh my god, I've ruined this, my act isn't great, you know, but then, like, watching people react to that and watching people say how, like, you know, it was weird but it was funny, and that was the vibe we were going for. We wanted it to be weird and funny. Watching people say made me so happy.
Even my sister, who's, like, jam isn't her sense of humour, she's tried to watch the day-to-day and she didn't get that. Even for her to say, not gonna lie, this one is good, Cameron is good at his role, that literally struck home, and I was like, oh my god, I feel
we're on to something.
Like, didn't get this response with Kill for Those That Listen, and as much as that is still a big passion project of mine, it is quite niche compared to... It's weird, it feels nicher than Free Day, because Free Day is massively niche. But Kill for Those That Listen, being buried into so many layers of inspiration from No More Heroes, the music that I like, I've snuck it into the podcast, you bitches. All the stuff that went into that makes it feel like a big mixing pot that felt like I was doing it mostly for myself. But, not that I do things just for, like, I want views, I do things that only people enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
3 Day very much was a self-indulgent project, but since Cameron found it funny, I thought, oh, this has wings, this could work. Like a wasp, it can fly.
And it fucking flew.
And it did. Looking at the...
it did bits.
For the analytics for it, like, mess with my head on my YouTube channel, because for those that are listening now and have seen my other stuff, or go on my channel at all, you'll notice that, Kill for Those That Listen episode 1 uploaded after episode 2. That's because it was remastered, redone, it all looks a lot nicer than it used to be. That first original episode, 226 views in 9 months, which is terrifying to me that something I'd made had done that well. Episode 2, 37 in 3 months. Episode 1's remaster, 29 views in 2 weeks. 3 Day, 35 views in 3 days.
It's just incredible.
Beautiful.
That's it's surpassed episode 1's re-release in, like, it surpassed that on, like, the first 2 days. Nearly surpassed episode 2 in literally not even a fraction of the time. It's done wonders.
It's incredible, and, like, I mean, who would have expected it? You know, when I was filming that, when I was working the script for that, you know, I thought this had a lot of potential, but I also thought it would go over a lot of people's heads.
I thought it was going to go over people's heads, because the last pretentious thing that I did, Tape Ghost, not only did it not really have that inspiration behind it, it was just more so, I've thought of this on a car journey before, it's midnight, I feel like doing something a bit horror-y, try doing things with noise. That bombed. It's like 3 days beating it, and Tape Ghost has been out for 3 months. So, yeah, it's been insane. To have people from my college who only know, like, on my YouTube side of things, they know me as, you did that, you're good at animations, because I'm frequently pointed at during group projects and said, well, he can draw, he does good animations, because they showed the trailer to episode 2 of Kill for Those That Listen in a lesson once.
Oh, right, fair enough.
To have someone from college reply and say, yo, that was really good, just kind of like, whoa, people who I haven't got, like, such a deep connection with to where they know my layers of humour found that funny.
Yeah.
It was just like really incredible. I didn't expect it to have that kind of, like, impact on people, but a lot of people seem to, for some reason, resonate with it. And seeing the amount of people that were like, it's weird, but it's
Oh, yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's like a really good feeling to know like people actually like the shit you put out,
yeah.
and to have people comment on it as well and say they absolutely loved it is even better.
Massive ego boost. I'm joking.
Going back to the inspiration thing, having people say that was really weird. I don't know what I just watched, but it was great anyway. The first episode of Jam starts out with someone coming and sitting down, saying and being told by a family that he needs to take the role of being buggered by a man at a pub to take over the husband's role or something like that. For the first few minutes of Jam, I was kind of sat there like mouth ajar going, what's going on? I have a headache, I'm really confused, I'm really scared. And then suddenly it clicked, I was like, oh, that's good, I get this now, it's fun. People having that in 3 minute span, terrifying, fantastic, I love that.
Yeah, the fact that it was so short as well. It's so short, and the fact that it elicited such a response was incredible. But I also think that it also tells me that we were scared of the wrong thing. Like, we were scared that it was going to be too short, whereas actually it might have just been the perfect length. And I think...
Yeah, definitely. I think if you'd have made it longer, it would have kind of ruined it.
I think the way it was concluded as well.
Yeah, the fact that I'd hit really kind of my limit at like 1 page and a couple lines, kind of like... I was like, oh god, I want this to be 5 minutes long. I'm going to milk this script really badly, aren't I? So I sent it off to Cam. I was kind of expecting to get that back and then be like, okay, I'll see what else more I can add, see how many pages I can get this up to, like 3 at minimum. Until it kind of hit me like, I can like add in bits of extended silence. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just have it last like 2.5 minutes, and then stretch it out to 3 because that was me being a artsy fartsy director. And just see how it goes.
We need to talk about the green. I wouldn't even call it a screen. The green piece of card. We need to talk about that.
God, it's sad. I've got all the bits of paper that I draw on because everything for the behind the scenes people is
incredible.
Permanent marker on paper because I'd seen the effect used on Red Vox's What Could Go Wrong album for the logo for that, and I was like, I really like that style, but I hadn't got around to using it in like the 3 years since I listened to that album, and I was like, okay, damn, now's the time to try it. I've got a page full of scribblings of the potential logo. I've then got a page full of the credits because they're all done on things.
Oh my god, I love that one credit.
A full green piece of paper that just has Free Day written over it in red manically, with as well as a bunch of different things on there, like Loss is written up in the corner, then the actual pattern for Loss is in the right hand.
Yes, it is.
Jam is written on there. Your Mother, sub to Will N.E.
No,
I was going to say
your name's on
that's
there.
Yeah, your name's on there. Mine is. And then it just ended with being scrawled over in black permanent marker, Free Day. Took that frame by frame, sellotaped down to my desk, literally just lit up by Cameron's torch. Like 18 frames went into that. I think I sat in Photoshop.
I think it was 17, something like that.
Yeah,
some ludicrous.
Bumped up the contrast to make the green look a bit better and the brightness, and just crossed my fingers and prayed to God that I could get all the green out the background.
It was incredible.
It worked better than expected.
Yeah, it worked fucking amazingly.
Yeah.
It was
one complaint I'd have is I should have gone back and got a cleaner picture of the final product before I'd actually done it, because it kind of seemed a bit blurry in the end, I think. I can't remember. Or the colours kind of came out a bit deep fried, I can't remember.
I just think that, we were working on such, like, I think we were quite limited time. Like,
very.
Yeah, very limited.
We didn't have...
We went into it having no deadline. I was like, alright, this will be my project for the next few days. Finished it within around an hour and a half, maybe.
We ended up thinking, like, we need to add more character to this. Because whilst the video and the voiceover were both fine, it was just making sure that, you know, it wasn't just your standard, like, you know what I mean when I say, like, student film.
Yeah. I was worried it would fall into potential student film category.
But I think the things like, you know, the slight blue filter, which made it look a bit darker. I think having that little like scrolling of words appear slowly and gradually until it takes over the screen and then gone. The symbolism of insanity and English teacher, etc., etc. I think they all help to give it the character that people fell in love with, that people genuinely enjoyed.
On the visual side of it, there's two effects that I'm really happy with, because I was gonna end it off at the standard put film grain on it, then make another layer, put film grain, blur the film grain so it kind of like blooms it a little bit. I duplicated the original recording. The timeline was a mess at the end of this. Duplicated the original rendered video, unedited, blurred it, made it brighter, overlaid it over the thing so it added a slight little bloom, then copied the raw video again, blurred it and stretched it on the horizontal, so it kind of like it was very visible in the first first test viewing of it I did, but I think I set a setting wrong when I rendered it. As you're walking along the blue border, you can kind of see like a kind of ghost come up like from behind, then quickly pass over, then go to the side, like just so it kind of did that. Then the very slight echoes of movement and stuff like that. Those I think really tied together that kind of like surreal vibe to it. The visual side of it I'm very proud of.
So it just felt like you were in that person's mind. You were going on not just a journey with that person, but that person's mind. You were experiencing what they were experiencing. I think the scrolling handwriting helped to make that better. I think the brightness, but also the kind of like desaturation, helped to make that bit better.
It's bright, but it's not very.
Trust
bright.
me, look at the behind the scenes and then compare that with the actual video. You will see that we were filming on a bright, gorgeous summer's day.
Well, I've still got the raw, rendered, unedited, unpost-processed video. I'll stick that in at the end, because like the audio as well was a side that I didn't touch on as much as I wish I could, because I just added an echo to your voice, really. I wanted to open it up in Audacity, then reverse it, add reverb, and then reverse it back, which is a technique known very professionally as reverse reverb, where it kind of like
really.
voice up. It's used in Scott Pilgrim when Ramona skates up to him when he's dead, and you can hear it just a bit when she's talking. And in Bill and Ted 2 when they die, it's really obvious there. If you watch up on YouTube, you can hear it like immediately. I wanted to do that, tried but failed, sadly. And then thought, ooh, what if I added a very low-pitched version and a very high-pitched version, like layered over each other alongside the regular one? But it just kind of sounded a bit like edgy, if you get me, kind of like pitched down, like, oh, this is a demon or whatever. So I just scrapped that and just left it with
the video's edgy, but it's not
It's more humorous
it's
rather
edgy
than
in the sense of how dark humour used to be before it's just racism and slurs, which it is now, which sucks.
Before it was just cod lobbies.
It kind of like takes you off the it kind of takes you on edge, like, wow, that's being said. Like, it's not the video, shockingly, is not really offensive. There's nothing in it that raises, like, wow, what, that, they said that?
I don't know, Peter would be quite offended, like the company.
Yeah,
Peter.
they would be. Like, there's no horror course board game like there was in Brasside that like got canned. There was nothing ridiculous that I thought I've crossed the line here. But it still showed that line of, this is just a bit weird. Like, they shouldn't really be saying this or thinking this. Like, he shouldn't really be thinking that dogs are attracted to him. It's that kind of edgy, like breaking them all.
It allows, especially because it's so short and it's such a short period of time in that character's life. It allows you to fill in the blanks. Like just from the line, maybe I'd have better luck with dogs. You kind of think
than I do with anyone else.
Yeah, you kind of think that actually maybe that character has already tried with other people and failed, maybe a few times.
And maybe. I think the just the fact that it's like, I've got a free day today, no one to talk to, nothing to do. It's like, damn, he lives kind of a solitary life when you think about it. Like, goes, lies down in the park doing nothing all day, just sits with his own thoughts. Like, is he okay? Is everything good in there?
I just love the amount of character development without character development.
Yeah.
It's so intriguing. When
there isn't like a forced arc within there, but if you do like break it down to parts, you go, holy shit, there's a lot of...
an English teacher's wet dream, which is why, like, for a behind-the-scenes little tease, I'd love to try, because I have a lovely idea of a visual to do at night, where it's sat up on a hill, and then just the silhouette of a character sat down on the hill, and then the sky behind them kind of like morphs into like twisting, twirling colours and stuff that I'd draw on pastel on paper, then scan into and stick on like the second time, kind of like the intro text for that. I don't know whether I'm toying with that being a potential follow-up to it, but I don't know whether that would really be a good idea.
I think you could have free day 2, free night. You know what I mean?
I was more thinking Beautiful Night. I don't know why the name Beautiful Night has tickled me so much.
You know what? That would actually be good.
It could be called Steve for all I care. You know. You could have it so it's like it's like instead of exploring reasons to die, the character goes really philosophical.
Yeah. Because I sat down and before I got distracted by reading through scripts that I've not done for books, because could fill another entire 2 hours with scripts that I haven't finished.
Next week,
boys. Mate. Next episode, all the stuff I've rejected. Now I'll just blather on about Killbirds at Lesson for the next 2 episodes. The first, the line, as it's kind of coming together in my head, because I don't have one core joke in mind, because instantly the second I thought of, does that dog want to eat me? Does that wasp want to eat me? I was like, oh fuck. There's something here. Build on that.
Existentialism, you know, the fear of death and
the only core ideas I have for Beautiful Night is the ending of that swirly night, which I don't know if that means it will toe on a happier ending. When, as you'll be able to tell from all my other works, I don't know if I am a fan of writing happy endings.
Let's flip it. Actually, I've just you got free day and Beautiful Night, right? One set day, one set night. One's the fear of death, one's the fear of life. So why not have that fear of life, you know? Oh god, I'm alive. Existentially, I'm nothing to the universe. God, I'm so happy I'm here.
Technically where I was kind of gonna go. I think from what I can remember, because I don't have my laptop on.
Script writing, ladies and
it was started out with them getting out of the car and going and kind of talking both. I don't know whether it would be talking to the audience or just talking to themselves inside and trying to reassure themselves. Do you believe in aliens? Other people out there with either the same amount of knowledge as us or no amount of knowledge? Do you believe that other things can exist besides us? Kind of that feeling of being small, and in the end
small
of the day,
compared to everything else.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we are nothing really.
It's a small part of the ever-expanding universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that's what could be explored, because what you've got here is the baseline of a character that could go through any arc.
Quite a tragical experience, really.
Well, yeah, this character could
I'd be fucking down to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I'm ready to reprise my role. You know, I'll go lie on a hill at night. I don't care.
Honestly, just the vibes for that is what I'm thinking on the low. I'm just damn, the boys hanging out on a hill.
The behind the scenes
of having philosophical crises.
Just the crises, yeah. Because then the ending becomes a bit more impactful when they look out, and then the colours could be ooh, that's the galaxy around them. That's everything bigger. That's more unique and important and more cosmically special than they are, and they're just sat as a person on the sidelines watching
the dance of the universe. So very dramatic. But we've already said too much. We don't want to give away the whole script. Come on.
Yeah.
You know.
What whole
We'll leave it to their imagination from here.
Yeah. He could get bummed on the way up the hill. That could be a big twist.
By a wasp. That's why he was
The
so
same
terrified.
wasp, we'll track it down from that original footage and get the wasp up your ass.
That's why he was so terrified of the wasp. The wasp has been abusing him for his whole life.
Oh my god.
God, the flip-flop we've gone from like, damn, maybe we are small in this world too. You know what? I think the wasp was a sex offender. Oh.
Really went from like really philosophical, really deep to just shit posting the wasp.
It was so worth it. I don't mind. It was so worth it. Okay, so
mate, the shitpost scripts we'll have on TC3 are great.
oh
yeah.
trust me.
Mine's
like,
forever, I think, gonna be that kind of like towing the existential horror line, but TC3 can be like, man gets attacked by clowns, no one really believes anything's happening, he goes a bit sad because he's been attacked by a clown.
I need to rewrite the B script. Do you remember
Yeah,
that
you
B
do.
script?
Oh,
The
fucking
Mariah
hell.
Carey script?
The Mariah Carey. I need to seriously do something like a Mariah Carey script.
Yeah,
That needs genuine love and attention before I do anything with that.
yeah. Because that being quite a longer project is like lots of TLC going into it. Or TC3, haha.
Haha, nice.
Haha.
You laugh.
Three cacti, lol. So right, okay. That pretty much covers all the content I've got for free day. So do you want to just? It's 56 now, so we can just spend this last like a few minutes or so just talking about TC3 as a whole. What we all plan on doing.
Yeah.
And just
This
the
is
makeup of
the
it.
me episode.
Haha.
Ha.
So since you're both inept,
Alright, fuck you.
I'll cover it.
Alright, listen here, motherfucker.
You've lost the backbone of the show.
What?
Just kidding, I love you both.
I was going to say, how dare you? How do you know? I'm the front one.
Damn it, I should have left the Discord call and then we could call this episode the TC3 breakup.
Yeah, do it now. Come on. We need to debate.
What first episode did you break up?
Oh my god, I can't believe he's
Wow.
What a smelly
No.
person.
We'll
boy.
just have to abandon this whole entire podcast that you've been recording for an entire hour.
Oh, he's back. Oh
Yeah.
no. So anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, love you. TC3 is going to be like its own standalone. We've all got our separate channels. They'll all be in like the feature channels and the description and all that good shit. But like TC3 is going to be what we do together as three of us because we all have a vision, a creative vision for what we want, and they all kind of line up. And if they don't, then we just fight to the death.
Sorry, I just threw a fucking sharp item at my legs. Carry
Again,
on.
fucking genius.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the boys won't mind me saying we're all in college, so like schedules are always going to be tight. So you're not going to get videos weekly, sometimes like monthly. Like so it's going to be sometimes it's going to be a long wait between videos, and videos might just be behind the scenes. We work.
The podcast will carry on.
Oh, the podcast is going.
Yeah, the podcast is always going to be like a
main
weekly, bi-weekly thing.
Yeah,
We're thinking of doing it.
The best, yeah.
It's either weekly or bi-weekly, depending on how much happens in those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, say for example, if like we have a ton of shit go on, then we'll do it weekly. But if not, then we'll just go bi-weekly because it becomes hard to fill an hour-long episode with nothing, basically.
Oh yeah.
Without a gimmick episode. This is a gimmick episode. We've got the free day to talk about and the behind the scenes to talk about.
And just introducing the entire thing, really.
Yeah.
So it's kind of easy to fill up that time space, whereas they fuck all happens in the next week.
Yeah.
So, and there's not much point in really recording anything.
We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, obviously. We don't know what the future holds for us.
We could record a skit tomorrow and it's been the best skit we've ever recorded.
I could just die.
Why not?
This would be the fun angle of life thing. I was an idiot crossing the road today.
Oh god.
Okay, so let me paint the scene for you. I'm up in the city centre, coming back from college. I've got like 15 minutes for my train.
Of course.
And so my friend Harpreet walks out and crosses the road just after a car, and so I'm like, okay, I'll go now, nothing's coming. No, I go after one car, and then fucking another car comes out really quick, and I just essentially, like, fucking
Freeze up.
my way between the back end of one car and the front end of the other car. Terrifying.
Oh my God,
I genuinely could have
fuck.
nearly got hit.
That's
So
scary, that
if the
is.
podcast just ends before an episode's even been released, you now know why, audience.
No, I'd
But
carry
wouldn't
on
be
with that,
listening
yeah.
if this didn't get released. Yeah.
I'll just laugh.
Speech to text me.
We
Yeah.
just have an honorary, like, stand-in picture of you.
You just
Like a memorial.
house, log me into the Discord, and it would just be playing like sad piano music the entire time. Then you'd run back home.
Just
and
the
then
same
pick it up.
three like phrases on loop on like a random timer.
Yeah.
So every now and again you're like, oh wow,
Haha.
nice.
Yeah. Shut up. We can get samples.
Oh yeah, go on.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Wow. Yes. I remember that.
These are really bland
That
samples.
specific event sure was very much so very fun. Oh boy,
Anyway,
I did enjoy
I
making this
can't
project that released within the time span of 3 days to 1 month ago.
I can't stomach any more of this. So
I am not dead. I can't stomach more of you, so let's end it right here.
So to work to progress forward, we want, you know, skits involving the three of us. So like the kind of 3-day thing, like if it involves all three of us, then it'll go on the main channel. If it involves two of
Yeah.
us and or all three of us to an extent, it'll go on the main.
Yeah.
on TC3
Or if it just feels
Oh.
like it wouldn't fit,
Yeah.
really.
because
yeah.
we want this to be like kind of light-hearted, you know, a bit of fun.
Yeah.
3-day wouldn't really fit on here.
You go to mine and you just want to die. You come here and it's like fucking morphine after being a lifeguard.
We'll have
So, yeah.
behind the scenes, behind everything that we do behind the scenes. So,
Yeah.
for example, the 3-day shit, that's all going on this channel because it's just so fucking funny.
Yeah.
You know, like we'll be doing a lot of streams. Well, I say a lot of streams. Hopefully, we'll be doing a lot of streams. Streams,
Hopefully, yeah.
streams with more than one of us will all be on
Yeah.
TC3. Stream highlights
Yeah.
from more than one of us will be on TC3. You know, the good shit, basically. You know, we've got a lot of shit coming. And
Yeah.
I don't want to oversell it, but like, I don't want to say expect shit weekly, but trust me, that we're going to be proud of it.
It's gonna be a fairly decent upload schedule.
You know,
Yeah.
we want to make sure
I'm not just gonna like leave it to rot for 4 months, suddenly realize we have a channel to run, and upload a piece of shit video for like 2
This is
minutes.
hitting too hard to too close to home.
you know, like, you know, we want to be able to look back at what we've done in like 5 years and be like, fuck, we did good.
Yeah.
So like, you know, we're gonna take our time with the shit, make sure it's like the
Yeah.
best it can be, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we've just laid down a
Yeah.
pretty good podcast, to be honest.
Then on the side, we all have our own channels and shit.
Yes, go subscribe to those.
You two already have your channel already set up with videos.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm yet to do it.
get on the trend, man. Come on, put up your
Fuck
clips,
off,
make
man.
montages.
Setting up the Elgatos and the
Content.
AIDS.
Waste your life.
Yes,
Oh,
come
fair
and join
enough.
us. Waste your life with us. All right, so we all good to stop it here? You reckon?
Yeah.
Do the outro?
Oh, yeah, that's a good place to stop it.
So yeah, obviously subscribe to everyone. If the description tells you to jump, you jump. If you buy a cliff, probably don't.
But anyway, just do it. No matter what it says.
Assert your alpha male dominance on the cliff. So yeah, thank you all very much for listening. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you. I'm sorry.
This one's been an interesting episode. I enjoy it. I'll
Yeah.
enjoy listening back to it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to listen to this one and share it everywhere. You know, make it.
Yeah.
It's just been fun. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much for listening. Have a good rest of your day, night, existential crisis. You know, enjoy yourself. Adios.
Hope you enjoyed Behind
Au revoir.
How else we say goodbye in other languages?
Auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, tattoo.
That'll do. Thanks. Bye.